Israeli leaders reacted strongly to the terror attack at a British synagogue on the holiest day of the Jewish calendar, Yom Kippur. Also on Yom Kippur, the Israeli Navy stopped a pro-Hamas flotilla headed for Gaza. And regarding President Trump's peace plan, Hamas appears to be backing away from accepting it. Here's the latest on these and other stories.
As Jewish people prayed in synagogues around the world on Yom Kippur, the terrorist attack outside a synagogue in Manchester, UK, left 2 dead and 4 others seriously wounded. The police say one of the 2 men killed may have died from a police bullet.
Tonight, our first thoughts are with the families of those people who died, those injured, and those traumatized by this and horrific anti-Semitic attack on our Jewish friends and neighbors. We condemn it outright.
Following the ramming and stabbing attack, police immediately tightened security at synagogues throughout the country. British Jews felt such an attack was inevitable amidst increasing anti-Semitism in the UK. And Israeli leaders expressed their grief and said they have been warning about such attacks. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said in a statement, Israel grieves with the Jewish community in the UK after the barbaric terror attack in Manchester. Our hearts are with the families of the murdered, and we pray for the swift recovery of the wounded. As I warned at the UN, weakness in the face of terrorism only brings more terrorism. Only strength and unity can defeat it. Israeli President Isaac Herzog revealed he had written a letter to British King Charles III a few days ago, warning of rising anti-Semitism and anti-Israel hatred in the UK, along with Australia and Canada. Here in the Middle East, off the coast of Israel and Gaza, the Israeli Navy intercepted dozens of ships in the pro-Palestinian flotilla coming from Europe. The Navy brought the activists to Israel on Yom Kippur for deportation. And while activists demonstrated against Israel around the world, Israeli police spokesman Dean Elsden walked viewers through one of the largest vessels in the flotilla.
And while we're processing this boat, there's one thing missing, guys. All this aid that they were supposed to bring into Gaza, which explains one thing to me, I'm sure it explains to you, that when we and multiple other countries offered them to take this aid and bring it to the Gazans, we could facilitate its safe arrival, they flat out rejected it. And now we know why, because it was never about bringing aid to Gazans, but it was all about the headlines and the social media followings.
Inside Gaza, the war continues as Israel is keeping up its attacks on Hamas, and the IDF said terror organizations in the Gaza Strip are continuing to try to sabotage aid distribution centers by launching projectiles at the sites. There are conflicting reports about whether or not Hamas intends to agree to President Trump's peace plan, but if they do not accept it, they would demand changes. But the U.S. and Israel reportedly won't negotiate. Julie Stahl, CBN News, Jerusalem.
Since the State of Israel was established in 1948, the Israel Antiquities Authority has been the center of the country's archaeological research and preservations. Then came October 7th, when a group of Israeli archaeologists had to take on a unique role. CBN's Paul Petit explains.
Rising from the ashes. This new exhibit in Jerusalem serves as an immersive experience into the October 7th terrorist attack.
This is not an exhibition about the war, but it's giving a certain perspective of how the Israel Antiquities Authority found itself involved in something that's taking their expertise of archaeological work into modern life, modern war.
That included using advanced methods to document devastation, locate victims, and create exact modeling of Israel's bloodiest day.
So there are 3 main themes that the exhibition deals with. The first takes us into a hall that discusses the locating of missing people. We follow the story of 2 families, and we follow several archaeologists.
Up until October 7th, Israeli archaeologists dedicated to preserving ancient heritage had never been used as modern-day crime scene investigators.
I was a little bit hesitant at first because I wanted to make sure that I'll be able to handle what I'm about to see, what I'm about to do there.
Another part of the exhibit features an interactive display of the scenes experienced by Asaf and his colleagues.
The smells, the smell of fire and smoke, the smell of death, rotten flesh, the devastation is amazing. You feel like someone punched you, and you need to make a switch, and you need to start doing your job.
This job also meant working directly with family members like Michal Gabe, mother of Shani Gabe, a security worker who became a casualty when Hamas attacked the Nova Music Festival.
With her on the phone, I heard the booming, I heard the screaming, I heard everything. I was with her on the phone when they shot her.
Michal says she didn't know if her daughter was alive, dead, or taken captive. After excavating and examining the scene, Israeli archaeologists delivered the devastating news and this keepsake.
They found the necklace, her necklace, in the area of the ambulance, where the ambulance was bombed from RPG. And on the necklace was DNA of Shani.
How does one deal with such tragedy? This is where Rising from the Ashes gets its name, a section dedicated to education and community resilience.
It's part of our history, and unfortunately, this has become a very painful link to this country, in the link of the Jewish people to this country, and in the link of the history of thousands of years of continuity in the land of Israel. And by doing so, we can show the world what happened, and we can hopefully prevent this from ever happening again.
The Israel Antiquities Authority hopes this exhibit does more than bring the horrors of what happened on October 7th to life. They hope it forever preserves what happened on that fateful day and reminds the world why Israel continues to fight.
It takes me back to the 7th October, and I hope it will take everyone to understand what happened in the 7th October. So everybody needs to, like a knife in the heart, to see this and to understand.
In Jerusalem, Paul Petit, CBN News.